So one thing I noticed when trying to purchase this Launchpad Mini is that I didn't find anyone that was talking about using it in a real live setting, mostly for production or getting a live recording, but not using it in a sense of like with the song playing behind it and things like that. So I wanted to go in and show you a couple things. First off, there's a couple things you need to do to set up. One, if you're clicked on a cell, if you already have one highlighted, you can see it come up on the Launchpad. You'll need to click in this black space, and up here where it says cell, empty MIDI cell, if you click that, it'll say MIDI defaults. So you can change the defaults for the entire project in your live looping grid. And so first off, you're going to want to make sure that you're playing from start. If you want to quantize, which I think is nice if you're using a MIDI, to have it automatically quantize when you finish, you want your record length at cell length, and then at record end on play. And then so you pick your cell length here. We're just doing 8 bars, and you can get everything set up like this. Secondly, I wanted to use it as something to trigger sounds that are pre-recorded. So like say you want to do something live and you want to just put in a MIDI keyboard or something, but you don't want to build the whole song in front of people because that seems to take too long. If you have drops already, 808, stuff like that, you want them to come in at the right time. And so what you can do here is if you have your project already, you can just pick a track and slide it over and it'll make a copy and put it in a cell that you want. And so I've already got this one pulled over a bit, and we can see how it triggers. As you see, you can scroll up and down and it'll move your grid, and you can see where you've lined up everything. And so just to demonstrate that, we've got an intro, a bridge, and a chorus set up in these lines here. So let's show what that is like. And then you want to trigger it at the right time here. And so I have it set up to where the snap is on smart. So if you hit it within the last bar, it will trigger at the next one. So you kind of have to set it up to where you got to learn, it's a physical instrument now, like a, kind of like a DJ setup, to where you've got to trigger it within that bar or it's going to come early. But there's different ways you can set that up as well. So you see how we can use it. We can sing over it, use it to kind of lay out our song and have it and trigger it ourselves in case you don't have a DJ or you just are doing some live looping and you need something pre-recorded, right? And so in a live setting, there's a couple different ways I wanted to show how you could use this. One is basically, so when you hit this stop solo mute, these track lines will come up, and this is your record arm wherever you see the red there. So if I wanted to arm the one below it, if you see on the computer, that one change. It takes a second you have to restart it for it to, show the light. But if you want that back off, you can just have this line here, these line of cells, ready to go and ready to arm. And at that point, you just click the cell you want to go into. I'm going to just demonstrate that. We got an 8-bar thing, but let's go ahead and see what that's like. and it will keep playing. It will automatically quantize it for you, so you have everything pretty much set up there. And then you can bring in your other instruments too if you'd like by clicking the cells just one by one. And to stop all cells, I did go in and program a different button to do it, but it's easy if you just click an empty row here, and it'll stop all cells for you. And basically, the way that you would use it in the live setting is either you'd start with that and then bring in individual other sounds, or you could use it by playing over a section you already have. So, for instance, if we're playing this, started it. Let's delete this so we can show what it's like to record with it. Stretching. All right, so here we have this empty cell. We can go ahead and play it. And then we're going to hit record right before the bar ends here. And then it will, and if you do it in that way, it will automatically quantize it for you if you have it set up so, and you can do it over tracks. So in a live setting, you don't want to, have to record a track, then hear that one pause, and then do another one and layer it up. This way you can have something that would almost take the place as a metronome, having the actual song playing if you wanted to have a hi-hat. Also, another little thing was that the metronome sound, there is a way, I'll probably go into that further, but if we want to go just see real quick our metronome settings, if you see it's automatically set to this Klopfgeist. On another song, I changed that sound to a hi-hat sound. So if you're going to do something live, it doesn't sound like a click. It sounds like a part of a drum kit. And the way you do that is through your MIDI click. You go and figure out your notes that you want within your click button. So like if you go to your mixer and hit all, you will see a few added, one of which will be your click. So that one's right here. This track is your Klopfgeist thing right here. And basically you can go in and change the instrument that it uses. So if you had a sample, it'd be great. It'd be perfect. You could go to just a single sampler down here, quick sampler. You could set that up and bring in a hi-hat sound instead of your click in case you wanted to start out fresh live looping in front of people. But again, the reason I wanted to show this was because I saw a bunch of people using it not in the way that I wanted, because I wanted to have pre-recorded cells. I wanted to trigger them at the right times and be able to record guitar, vocals, MIDI, and have them snap in right in place. So this seems like the way that it would be most efficient to use this. And another reason I wanted to make it was because I had to buy this on a gamble. It's the Mini, so it was $100, but I still didn't know if it was gonna do what I needed to, because I didn't see anyone break this down. And I think that's just a quick, short way to show you kind of how you can use this in a live setting, because a lot of instruments and even Logic's live loops don't seem to be set up for a live setting. They seem to be used in a production studio setting. So this is a way you can kind of hack that and still get your record arms, everything right here, and you can easily trigger things at the same time and get everything set up. But anyway, that was it. I just wanted to show you something real quick about some new gear. I'll probably be breaking down the Arturia you see in the background as well soon. It's a great machine. Anyway, peace.